Member for Riverina.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Anybody listening to the last contribution in this debate by the member for Jagga would think that the coalition years were all bad, that we cared not for Services Australia. And I want to be a little bipartisan. I do. I think that the Minister for National Disability Insurance Scheme, the Minister for Government Services, the member for Maribyrnong, I will give him one thing, at least he returns correspondence. His door is open, which is more than I can say for some of his ministerial colleagues, some of whom can't ever seem to sign a letter to another member of Parliament. That's disappointing. But what's more concerning is the fact that they just don't seem to take meetings, whether it's with another member of Parliament or perhaps even more worryingly with stakeholders. But this is about cost of living, this is about Services Australia, this is about delivery, this is about people. At the core of this debate, it is about people. And all politics is local, and when I look at my Riverina and Central West communities, they are not getting the delivery when it comes to Services Australia, and I do not blame the staff. They are hard-working, they are stretched, they are under pressure. But just take some of the benefits that are distributed and the waiting times that are occurring in my Riverina electorate. For the family tax benefit, every local government area, and I represent 12 local government areas, 13 if you already take into account the fact that Cootamundra and Gundagai are going to be soon split, demerged. Every LGA is outside the 80% claims process benchmark of 31 days. And that ranges from 8.2 days in Cootamundra-Gundagai Regional Council's case to 29.2 days in Coolabin Shire. Parenting payment partnered, every LGA is outside the 80% of the 28-day benchmark, ranging from 16.3 days in Carra to 45.5 days in Wedden, overdue. Wedden is centred on Grenfell. The age pension, Lockhart is the only LGA which receives the age pension in the 80% 49 days parameters. Every other one of the LGAs I represent, overdue. JobSeeker, Carra, only LGA to receive JobSeeker, 80%, 16 days processing within that time. And the other LGAs range from 2 days to 14.4 days overdue. And you might say, well, that's just a fortnight, a minimum of 2 days. But it's people's money, it's people's lives. And in a cost of living crisis, they need every dollar that is due to them when it is due to them. Seniors Health Card, Wedden's the only LGA to receive the Seniors Health Card payments within the time frame allotted. Paid parental leave, 3 LGAs within the 21 days parameters for that particular payment. The rest are overdue by up to 5 days. Austudy, care allowance, carer payment, disability support pension, youth allowance, they're a mixture of within and with outside the parameters. None of them should be outside the parameters. And I hear the Labor members say in their contributions that we've put more staff on. Labor in government. Labor took office saying that they would do better, and they have not. They have failed. They are failing to deliver. The carer payment, if you live in Bland Shire, that's based on West Wyalong, you're waiting for 49.3 days over the time frame that should be the norm. 49 days over. It's just too much, and it's people's lives we're dealing with. Disability support pension. If you live in Coolabin Shire, you're waiting for 41 days over the allotted time frame. And it's just simply not good enough. When you also take in the account that youth unemployment is now running at 9.3%, cost of living crisis, that is higher than when we left office. Real disposable incomes have collapsed by 7.5% per capita since Labor came to power. So when you take just those two figures alone, the real wages, real disposable income, the youth unemployment and everything else that's exacerbating the cost of living crisis, Labor, the message should be clear to them. start delivering, start doing what you said you were going to do.